everyone, and welcome to day 24 of my horror movie review marathon, and I've got your We Are What We Are movie review. This one family is consisting of reclusive people who hold on to these ancient customs that doesn't quite fit in the modern age, and they find that their secret life is being threatened after they have a death in the family. As far as the story goes, this adaptation, which came out in 2013, started out with an interesting plot that was surrounded with a lot of mystery and even some horrific plot shifts that I was not expecting, though I was thinking that it was what it was, but it's one of those movies that I had heard about, and I heard some interesting things about it, and I wanted to check it out just to see how scary it was. And yeah, there definitely were some things in here that I felt was kind of crazy, but it definitely moved the story along in a way, because it does leave you guessing from beginning to end what is all sort of transpiring from this one family who is acting kind of weird right from the start. As far as the casting goes, you've got Julia Garner and Amber Childers, who play these two older daughters to Bill Sage, who they are an interesting pair because they're around the same age and they sort of dress as though they're from a different time period, like Amish people, and they kind of remind me of that girl from The Witch, and how they're sort of listening to their dad and having to follow these certain guidelines, and I feel like it is surrounded by a lot of religious beliefs, and I heard that they were fasting in this, and then there's like this little boy in the family that is always hungry. I mean, that's what happens. I mean, you don't want that kid to be malnourished. So it gets really crazy to see what kind of acting they can do, because it's a hit or miss, because you love to hate them, but you also hate to love them, which is why it's a good thing that Kelly McGillis, who, comes in, she's a concerned neighbor, but yet the dad doesn't really want her or anyone else involved, including the police, who are discovering that these bodies are just washing ashore down the river, and there's these bones piling up. And then you've got Wyatt Russell, who's like this, cop who is falling for one of the girls, and it's just crazy. I found their acting to be quite believable and also somewhat terrifying, because I jumped a couple scenes. As far as the things that I liked about this movie, yes, this movie is scary. It may not be scary from the start, but it does have some gruesome moments that make me want to turn away or make me want to throw up, and there's definitely more suspense going on here than there are horrific moments that might happen later on in the movie, but you'll just have to wait and find out, because I'm not spoiling anything. But unfortunately, the things that I didn't really like about this movie was that I did feel like this movie was slow at times, and I felt like it really wasn't getting anywhere, even though I was intrigued. I just didn't feel like the story was as strong as I thought it was going to be, because I kind of felt like it was a murder mystery, but then it was also horror, so I was they were jumping around with a lot of plot details that I just didn't quite understand. Overall, I would say that We Are What We Are is a pretty decent film. It's definitely worth a watch, so I would recommend seeing this movie because it is unique, it is different, and it may not be your typical horror movie that you want to see, but I definitely think it is quite freaky at times. So I would give this 2.5 hearts on the heart rate scale. So let me know in the comments what you guys thought of We Are What We Are, and come back tomorrow for day 25 of my horror movie review marathon. And as always, you guys can subscribe to my channel. I've got more movie reviews, movie updates coming your way for a Child Thursday video. You guys can also like me on Facebook and follow me on Twitter, and I will see you guys later.